In a thick and thriving forest walled off by mountains lay the forgotten remnants of an ancient human civilization. If those remains could speak, what a story they would tell. Humans had made robots as a way to enrich their own lives. There was one particular robot named X who could think, feel, and make his own decisions. For eons, X slept, nested in ruins. Now it was time to wake. Compressed data flowed into X's memory. His optical sensors began to glow. There was no time for celebration. His first sight in a millennia was a human under attack. Mustn't hesitate, he jumped into action and opened fire. What's up, guys? It's Mast, and I'm here for a new game on the channel. This is Teppen. Teppen is a Capcom-based card game for your mobile devices, and it's a game I've been having a lot of fun playing recently. Another thing I'm doing that's different from normal is that this is actually pre-recorded footage, and this is a future voiceover. The only reason I've done it like this is because I like having focus when I'm playing Teppen. And so I just decided to opt for future voice recordings instead of just recording on the fly. But anyway, I am uploading this video because there's actually been some pretty interesting developments in the, I guess you'd say, Mega Man space. Because just recently, well, is it just been this week? Well, this week we've gotten some really awesome news about the Mega Man series. First, we've learned that a Star Force collection is coming out, which is really awesome, and I'm actually really excited to try out those games. I haven't even really started the Battle Network series. X's shot struck the scales of the Wyvern, who seemed to change its mind and flew away. Protect humans, uphold the peace. That was X's only mission. Time may have eroded civilization, but the Blue Bomber's principles had remained intact. For the sake of his mission, X decided to move to a more heavily populated location. He analyzed the surrounding area and managed to locate a town being attacked by a demon. Weapon systems engaged, he entered the fray. Scanning target. The result shocked the Blue Bomber. The target was both human and demon. Robots must protect and never harm humans. What should he do? He raised his X-Buster, his mind filled with doubt. I gotta speed read to get through this crap, get through this shit, because I was trying to get through this too fast. But yeah, the Star Force collection is, I'm really excited for it. Also, kind of adjacent, but not. I just recently looked on the. Okay. The Star Force collection is coming out on PlayStation, Switch, the Switches, and Steam. And from what I can tell, I don't think it's coming out on Xbox, which I found weird at the time. And so I went on the Xbox store, and I found out the Battle Network series isn't on Xbox either. So, I'm privy to information about Xbox and Japanese developers, but I didn't know Capcom really doesn't like Xbox like that, which makes sense to me because I think it was the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection that when it was announced, it was not shown to be on Xbox until later. And obviously, Xbox had, since Xbox had their own thing going on with buying, I think it's Activision? I think I'm right about that. They were buying Activision at the time, and, you know, things were just going. They spent a lot of money, so they didn't want to spend time or money working on or helping Capcom get the MVC collection up or something to that effect, I believe. But it's still kind of crazy to me that the most recent Mega Man collections are just not on Xbox. I mean, but it is what it is, I guess. I have other avenues. I play all my Mega Man games on Switch anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Long tangent aside, I am very excited to try the excuse me, to try the Star Force series. Though I do have to get through the Battle Network series first. And those are 8 games, I believe, so that's not happening for a while. But to go on, another piece of happy news we got for the series is that Mega Man was leaked to be the last character, the last DLC wave for Sonic Crossworlds, which does mean I have to buy Crossworlds now, because I did say that if if Mega Man got put in that game, I would buy it. So the money shall be spent. It's not, but I was probably gonna get the game anyway because I, really enjoyed the game. So I'm hyped for that, and I'm hyped to see what he looks like. I think what he looked like got leaked, but I haven't looked at that. X managed to bring the fight to a remote forest, saving the town from further damages. Wait, a distress signal. He couldn't see any humans. He swept the area until he came across an ominous-looking mansion. A signal had to be coming from there. Inside the mansion, X witnessed a terrible atrocity, one human killing another. The Blue Bomber felt conflicted, but he couldn't neglect his mission. "You will be eliminated," X declared to the murderer. However, their reply shocked him. "I just killed a murderer who killed others like they were nothing. You see me as a murderer too, right? That's why you've got your gun pointed at me. So how are you and I different?" X couldn't answer. Overwhelmed with confusion, he could only point his blaster.
You're not in my database.
Alrighty. This is the... I haven't even explained how Teppen is played, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see how it is. But just to... I'm doing this way out of order, but just to get it out there, there are three different types of cards in Teppen. There are unit cards, action cards, and hero arts, which are technically not cards, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, hero cards are like the X card you see me place on the screen. You put them on the field, and they have an attack timer, which is that blue line or red line if they're the enemy team or the enemy player or computer in this case. And when that line reaches the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the hexagon, right? Yeah, hexagon. When it reaches the hexagon, either attacks the unit in the slot or the. I'm so mad. I had to count that and second guess myself. But when it reaches the hexagon spot, it either attacks the unit in that slot or attacks the enemy hero. I'll go into a bit. I have more Teppen videos I want to get out, so I'll have a bit more in-depth talking points when I get to in the next video, but for now that's the basics of I didn't even finish talking. The other card, the action cards, are the cards that don't have the red and blue numbers on them. like that,
Fully charged.
the 3-cost X card in the bottom, the one with him repairing himself. Those cards you place on the field or onto a specific unit, or units in some cases, and they will influence your battle by either healing and attacking, damaging, or even destroying. Like right now. And then hero arts are the cards you see on the bottom left of the screen, right under my HP bar. Right now I'm using, well, the game forces you in story mode to use a standard X deck, which is just Heart Tank, which is, I think, X's weakest hero art, but I'll get into that later. But going back to what I was saying before, yeah, I'm waiting for the official release, or the official announcement of Mega Man in Cross Worlds to see how he looks. And I'm really looking forward to what his car will be. Because I'm 90% sure every DLC character has had a car with them so far. So
This will come in handy. Time to repair.
I'm pretty sure it'll be the Rush car. But if it's not, I'll be very, very sad.
It's up to me.
But that is the end of this story mode, and that will also be the end of the video after I read out the last couple lines of dialogue. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. The notion of a twisted form of justice distracted X enough for the murderer to slip into the darkness. Disillusioned, the blue bomber simply wandered until he found himself back where he'd woken up. Why was I created? His voice simply echoed. X, your mission, land of illusion, good. That voice, it filled him with hope, and so he set off for the land of illusion, unaware that a woman was watching him from the shadows.